子創造リブート
Because they kind of forget that, you know, every generation is lazy when they're younger. Then again, it's not like some monumental hurdle or anything. As long as I show up to class and do a bit of daily studying, I should be able to pass these exams with ease. They're not the big end of year or entrance exams. I'm feeling better now, so I'm attending school again. I assured them I wouldn't fail, so I can't go back on my word now. I have to pay attention during class. I also need someone to help me with the material I missed yesterday. When Noah and I arrived at school.
おはよう、小里先生。
Hello, Miss Osato. Fumika simply marches closer, not responding. Miss Osato?
ちょっと失礼。
What? Noah is so shocked her fucking pigtails came off her head. She grabs my shirt firmly and yanks it up, exposing my bare stomach in the middle of the hallway. Fumika, what in the world are you doing? You're sullying your sacred place of learning. The sacred place of learning.
なんというハレンチ！ダメだ！ダメ！そんなハレンチなのは天罰が下るぞ！そういうことをするなら、せめてどこか別の二人きりの場所に行くべきだ！
No, don't encourage her. That's your issue? Man, this isn't the time for jokes. Fumika remains silent, even as Noah and I panic. Dead serious, she touches around my stomach, particularly around my sides. Fumika, that kind of tickles.
それはまさか、アイブフェザータッチ！
What is that? Some combo finisher? You know, I've been wondering for some time now. Like, where did you get all this sexual knowledge from? Are you reading too much porn?
そんなことはない。僕は汚れない存在だ。
The fact that you uttered the phrase "love-making feather touches" suggests otherwise.
黙って。
It's the same thing with Karumi and the face fucking horns, alright? She's the same thing.
はい。
Yes, ma'am. Seriously, what's going on here? If someone sees us, we're going to be in deep trouble. She already complains to me that she's worried the hardest, that she's worked the hardest due to being the youngest teacher on staff. I mean, if one of her colleagues were to catch us now, I doubt she'd be punished or anything. Actually, maybe she would. I feel society's gotten a lot more strict about these things lately. Right. My eyes dart around. For now, at least. There's no one in sight. Still sternly focused, Fumika continues to check up my abdomen. That it's not... It's clear she's not just messing around.
本当に傷を負ったりしてないんだね。
Also, Fumika, you stabbed him with a syringe. You obviously wouldn't see the wound. I got my blood test literally yesterday. I can't find where I got stabbed with the syringe. And like, what do you... Like, it's been a few days since you stabbed him. Like, it'd be even harder to find the puncture wound there.
傷跡があるわけでもないし。
Well, then, is this about the dream? Is it still bothering you?
そりゃ気になるよ。だって私が。
You what?
私がりっくんを刺しちゃった夢だったんだから。
Yeah, but it wasn't with a knife. What are you talking about?
しかも妙に現実っぽかったというか、手に 感触が残ってるというか、とにかく怖くて。
Is that how they altered her memories? They changed what she stabbed him with in her dream? Kinda, I don't know why that dream of yours was so realistic, but as you can see, I'm perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So can you please get off me now? I'm not cold or anything, but it's still embarrassing. And Noah's freaking out. Really.
だって、こんなところでフェザータッチだよ。往来の場で前儀だなんて、ハレンチ以外の何者でもないじゃないか。
Noah, you're the one who thought it was sexual, alright? Don't put this on Fumika.
フェザータッチはしてません。
Can you just stand up already? You're not gonna have any excuses to offer if someone comes along.
あ、そうだね。よく考えてみれば、私ってばなんてことを。こんなところ、主任にでも見られてたら、研究家、定職か、想像したくもない。
A pay cut for feeling up your student. I don't know. Depends on the teacher whether that's a reward or that's whether that's too heavy of a sentence or too light of a sentence. I wish you would have gone to the nurse's office at least.
落ち着いて考えたらそうなんだけど、つい慌てちゃって。でも、りっくんが元気そうで本当によかった。
Or maybe in Fumika's dream, he doesn't actually see what she stabbed Riku with, right? And then she just assumes that it's a knife, because what else would she stab Riku with? I appreciate the concern, but I really am perfectly alright.
ようやく安心できた。
She breathes a deep sigh. Then she recomposes herself and goes back into teacher mode. Thank you. Now can I at least go into the classroom so I can sniff Kurumi's butt sweat on my desk? I mean...
急に変なことをしてごめんなさい。それから白雪さん、私は前儀なんてしてませんから。
I don't even think what she was doing counted as feather touches.
そうなの?
Feather touches would be like sensual, I guess.
リクはフェザータッチの経験があるのか?
Nope. Neither giving nor receiving. I still think it was to be different. I still think it has to be different. It tickled, but her hands were like all over me.
なら、フェザータッチというのはどういうものなんだい? 絵や文字だけだとどうにもわからない。
Usually, the level of pressure the hand applies to the stomach area when it applies to feather touches would be indicated through, what would it be? Through kind of like lines, right? I don't know how to describe it. Give me your hand.
これでいいの?
Alright, clip it and ship it. They're holding hands, unconsensual. This is premarital hand holding. Noah, you are revoked. Your angel license has been officially revoked. Confused, she holds her hand out to me. Forget the fact that she kissed him and saw his dick. All right, they're holding hands, and that's premarital hand holding is a sin. I start tracing my finger along the back of her tiny hand, gently and delicately. I spread my fingers out, then back in, making the bare minimal physical contact. Yeah, see, these are the lines I was talking about. Right, these here, those lines are what I'm referring to, right? To indicate the level of pressure that is being applied to said body part that is being touched. Alright?
くすぐったい。
Stop being weird, Noah.
なるほど。これがフェザータッチというものか。
How is this more sensual than what Fumika was doing? What I envision it as, at least. Is this alright, Miss Osato? Is this right, Miss Osato?
なんで私そんなこと聞かれてもわかるわけないでしょ?
Well, you also seemed perfectly aware of what is and isn't a feather touch. So, well, you're a teacher. She's not a sex ed teacher.
私が教えられるのは原告。そういうのは。
Well, listen, Fumika. Listen. All I'm gonna say is, fan fiction counts as literature. Alright? So does manga. Natsuki said so herself. Manga counts, okay?
保健体育の授業だもん。
Wait. That was my joke. Stop, don't steal my joke. They don't teach actual technique though.
そうだね。保健体育に実技なんてないし。
I wish it was. Never mind. I went to an all-boys school. I don't think I do not wish it was.
そういう話でもなくて。いい加減にしなさい。学内でエッチなことをしちゃダメ。
I already know what I'm going to title this VOD.
わあ。
Fumika forces her way in between us to put an end to my feather touching.
いいですか? 若い男女がそういうことに興味を持つのは当たり前のことと言えます。いくら担任とはいえ、二人の付き合いに関して口を挟む権限はありませんが。
If sex ed was hands-on and required to be hands-on for everyone, I would have refused, not caring if they gave me an F. Dexter, sex ed isn't a subject. You aren't graded on what the fuck you're taught. You're not given a test at the end of the sex ed session, being like, okay, here's a multiple choice test on what you learned in sex ed today. Do you remember what you was taught? And then they give you the fucking diagram of what STD would this be, and then you're like, and then they give you like gonorrhea, herpes, HIV, AIDS, and then you're like, let me think. I think it's herpes. And wrong. It looks much worse than that.
ですが、興味本位ですることではないと思います。もしもの場合はいろいろとあるものですから。ですからなんと言いますか。しっかりと考えて、ちゃんとつけないとダメですからね。
You're really jumping to conclusions. Hang on, what are you talking about protection? What? Fumika, they were touching hands, alright? You know what? Actually, no, Fumika's right. Premarital hand-holding is a sin. That's why they should have both been wearing surgical gloves, so that they never actually touched each other.
つける?
Just, don't think too hard about that.
つける.
Uh-oh.
コンドームか! 知ってるぞ! 同人誌で見たやつだ!
Don't... Whatever. She already said it.
同人誌って... りっくん、セクハラは良くないよ。
Listen, if manga counts as literature, Doujins also count as literature. All right, so don't discount them. They are very educational. Some of them are. Most of them aren't. Wow. Why would you immediately assume I show them to her? Amani's the one Amani's the one doing it. Okay, to be fair, she tried to dissuade her, but Noah grabbed them off the shelf and started reading them anyway.
無理やり読まされたわけじゃないよ。
Still not a good thing, but you know, it clarifies something.
そうなの?
Well, the only reason she read doujins is because there was no other literature in the house.
僕はこちらには最近来たからね。日本の事情に疎いところがある。それを補うための資料として読ませてもらったんだ。
Yeah, kind of bad reference material if you ask me.
同人誌で常識は学べないと思うけど。ああいうのはそのエッチな非常識しか学べないんでしょ?
Listen, Fumika, as a literature teacher, you shouldn't discredit doujins, especially because not all doujins are specifically hentai. All right. Anyway, that sounds a bit biased, but I can't disagree. I can't disagree personally. So in conclusion, you're very correct. Listen, it's the same thing as saying... It's the same thing as saying that the only thing you'd learn through video games is extreme sexual deviancy if the only games you've played are eroge. Alright? Well, true, I guess in that instance you would, but most games aren't eroge. Alright, right? Wait, you know what a doujin is, Fumika?
私の趣味じゃないよ。学生の時に友達が持ってて。
If I had a nickel for every time a character in Angelic Chaos was a closeted pervert, I'd have 2 nickels, because Amane technically isn't a closeted pervert. One of the first things she does in this fucking game is text a lingerie pic to Riku, so like, you know. Are these conversations awkward for you? I mean, like, Amane actively has doujins in her room. It's not like she's trying to hide them, either.
そうだけど、この年になっても苦手だけど、何？周りの友達にもバカにされてますけど、悪い？
You're putting words into my mouth. It's not wrong, per se. Just a little surprising.
意外って、私そんなに遊んでる風に見られてたの?
Oh no, that if you did have a lot of sexual experience, you wouldn't have a route. That's how it is with most doujins. That's how it is with most visual novels. That's not what I meant. You're just like the only actual adult I'm friends with. You've always been somewhat of a mentor to me, so I just figured you'd have more experience than me in anything.
そりゃ曲がりなりにも年上ですから、そういったこともなくはないけど。そっち方面は昔から苦手だったんだもん。
Look, I'm just going to say it. The ages don't really match up. When she says a few years, I'm like, in what way? Like 3, 2, not 1. That wouldn't make sense. 4 years? Is even then he's only second year. So if you graduated after 3 years of university, like that wouldn't give you enough qualification to teach. That right? That you know. Well, it was just my impression. Don't read too much into it. Like I wasn't trying to make fun of you or anything.
そっか。それならいいんだけど。
Or are they basing the age on the content warning, right? Is Riku meant to be 18, which means that Fumika being 4 years ahead would give her just enough time to graduate university?
とにかくその二人とも自分がまだ学生の身であることを忘れないように。
Like 4 years older than him.
そうだね。学生としてまずは目の前のテストを頑張らないと。そうそう、それだよ。私もそれが言いたかったの。二人ともちゃんと勉強してる？その微妙な反応見過ごせないんだけど。
I've been busy lately, and then I got sick and missed a day. But I'm gonna catch up. I promise I won't fail any subjects. I mean, like, he can't even use the excuse that he was jacking off because he can't even get it hard.
ほほう、なかなかの自信だ。
He can't goon, and then say that's the reason he failed, you know? Well, I already made plans, so I can't afford to get remedial classes.
約束？まあ、赤点取らないならいいんだけどね。白雪さんはどう？編入でわからないところとか。
Every area.
僕も平気だよ。少なくとも赤点だけは回避してみせるよ。何かわからないことがあったらいつでも質問しに来ていいからね。
What? Why? Is this like the difference between Fumika's route and everyone else's route? I mean, I guess, but I have some questions. I'm good for now. Noah's route first. Why are you? No shit. What? Yeah. No. What? Shut the fuck up. I'm good for now. I'll be sure to come to you if I need any help, Mrs. Zato. And then when Fumika and Riku are together in her office, right? They can get a little more touchy than they did just before. That actually was further touching. Riku just had to come up with an excuse. I told her that, but unfortunately I didn't need the help. I was able to follow along relatively well during class. Whenever I was a bit confused, Koibari had me covered. She's so smart. All of her explanations were easy to understand. I'm so envious. Yeah, and she's hot. Pick one at least. Like, you can't be hot and smart at the same time. I mean, I guess she traded being good at video games to... so there's her downside. Having said that, I'm not in any dire straits here. I doubt I'll fail any subjects. You know, of course, I definitely won't ace them, but that's not what I'm aiming for. They're only regular exams, and I've been paying attention during class. Yeah.
天使創造リブート。
That's a short fucking chapter, excuse me? That was like 30 minutes. We're now in July, and today's the final day of exams. My confidence still runs high, even as I've been filling in my answers. Personally, I think I'm averaging about an 80%, no less than 60 at least. I've been reviewing my answers as I go, checking for careless mistakes or accidentally skipped questions.
そこまで。ペンを置いてください。はい、そこ。チャイムが鳴ったよ。もう書き込まない。一番後ろの席の人は回答用紙を回収して持ってきてください。
I hand my sheet to a classmate. I think I did well enough, which means...
テストどうだった？
Fine. We should be able to go to the beach.
そうか。それは何よりだ。
Did you have any trouble?
平気だ。自信がある。
Sweet. And now we just need to get out. Now we just need to get our swimsuits. You still want to go shopping today? Since today was an exam day, make it back home by noon.
あっつー。午前で終わるのは嬉しいけど、暑い。日差しもきついし。
You know, Noah not having suspenders.
おかえり、あまね。
Okay, I was hoping she'd still be in a uniform, but she's in a fucking sailor outfit. Amane. Noah not having suspenders is a missed opportunity. All right. I don't know why she isn't wearing the same uniform, but you know.
ただいま。あまねはテストどうだった？いつも通りの感触かな。赤点ではないと思うけど。追試も補習も受けなくて済みそう。ノアちゃんの方は？僕も問題ないよ。お兄は聞くまでもないか。
Why? They're just fine for your information.
お兄ってなんだかんだであっさりクリアするじゃん。どうせ今回だって7、80点くらいだろうなとか言うんでしょ？
No. That's so accurate, it's scary. Do you really know me that well?
ワンパターンなんだよ。お兄の返答って毎度毎度同じだから。
No, Amane's just like Sora, except Sora teases a lot more about Kakeru being about Kakeru being a Brocon than Amane teases Riku about him being a Brocon, Siscon. I mean, other way around. They're both Brocons, alright? Amane and Sora are the Brocons, and then they tease said main character about being a Siscon. Do I really? To be fair, these exams were business as usual for me. Well, anyway, we're about to go swimsuit shopping, so get ready.
承知。でもお昼はどうするの？インスタントラーメンとか冷凍チャーハンでも食べてから行く？
Nah, we should eat out somewhere to celebrate the end of exams. What do you want, Noah?
そうだね。僕が希望を言っていいなら、ボスバーガーを食べたい。
Even though they don't have In-N-Out in Japan, it's still an off-brand In-N-Out. Also, what the fuck did she call it?
そうだね。僕が希望を言っていいなら、ボスバーガーを食べたい。
What the fuck is Boss Burger? Boss Baby?
あ、それ賛成。私もボス行きたい。
Counting it is then. Wait, what should I get? Do they have any limited time menu items right now? Yeah, they have the Minecraft meal.
私はどうしよっかな。悩むな。せっかくのお兄のおごりだしな。
Go ahead. Get whatever you want.
マジで？
Just nothing too expensive. If you try to set me up, I'll stick you with the bill instead.
わかってるって。食べきれないくらい注文してももったいないし。それに海に行って水着を着るんだから、暴飲暴食は封印中。
You actually care about your weight?
やだ、お兄ってば。そんなの気にしないでいいくらい、妹を可愛いと思ってるってこと？
No, I'm just saying you've always eaten like a pig. Why try to cut back now?
うっさい。一応気にしてるし、少なくとも肩にはならないように気をつけてる。調整してるの。
And besides, Amane's fat goes all to her tits. So it's great. So, you know.
そもそも、そんなに太っているようには見えないけど。
Noah has to be the one that doesn't overindulge. Unless her metabolism is just that fast because she's an angel or whatever.
たとえ目には映らなくても、 数字は正直だから。
You know, maybe she's got Karen levels of metabolism. We can go somewhere else if you want. Hamburgers are pretty dense in calories and carbs.
そうなんよ。なんで美味しいものってカロリーが高いんだろう。
Because those calories correlate with the food tasting good. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't need to be extremely high in calories for it to taste good. But like, if the burger is not the right ratio of fat to meat, the fat to meat, then it's not going to taste good, right? If you change the burger from like a 70-30 to like a 95-5, then it's going to be completely different. Never mind.
でも最近は低糖質のバンズを選べるんだよ。知らなかった？ちょっとばかしお高くなっちゃうけど。
You're going to have to compensate the dryness of the patty with more cheese and sauce, so like there's no point. They've introduced a low carb bun option. It's called lettuce wrap. What are you talking about? The low carb bun option is lettuce wrapped. Huh. I didn't know that.
あと、ポテトじゃなくてサラダのセットにするし。
Amane, I hate to break it to you, but a lot of these fast food places, their salads are extremely high in sodium. So you're not really missing out. You're not really substituting that much when you change from a salad to fries. They'd probably be around the same calories.
僕は、そうだね。チキン、セットでチキンを食べたい。
See, Noah's not getting a chicken burger. She's having the chicken on the side, as well as a burger.
くそ、いいな。躊躇なく揚げ物に走れるなんて。
I think I'll stick with fries and make my burger a double too.
豪勢だね。
Yeah, Riku's gonna go for the animal style fries. It's a special occasion. You guys can order whatever you want to.
ありがとう。さすがお兄ちゃん。かっこいい。
You're welcome. I got money from Mum, so the three of us could eat lunch.
嘘でしょこの人。親の金でふんぞり返ってたの？
Amane, what do you? Oh, he doesn't have a job. What do you mean? Who cares about the finer details? I'm still paying at the end of the day.
親のね。決してお兄のおごりではないからね。
Yeah, it still would have been Mum's money if you paid for your meals anyway. So, what do you complain about? A loud stomach rumble interrupts our conversation.
申し訳ない。僕だ。
Well, we should probably get going instead of standing around here.
ウィーン、着替えてくる。
I have funds from Mum stocked up for today. Amane and I have never failed a subject before, so she trusts us. Gotta make sure to take the cash with me. I'm ready with the money on me. We replenish our energy with some out and in before embarking on our mission. Buying swimsuits. Upon arriving at the swimwear section, I take a quick look around. I don't anticipate having much trouble making a selection. There certainly is a decent amount of variety when it comes to men's swimwear, but everything on display is pretty much the same. Well, yeah, all of the swimsuits for guys is like shorts size, and then they're all like one solid color. Like maybe some of them have two colors. Those are fancy ones, but most of them are just. I think the style is in fashion at the moment. As long as I play it safe with the pattern and color, I'll be fine. The good thing about swimwear is that you don't have to worry about coordinating or matching colors since it's one piece of clothing. I'll go with this one.
早っ決めるにしても適当すぎやしない
Oh, right. Armani's the fashion freak. Fashionista. Why? I don't care as long as it doesn't look weird. The price is decent too. Like, I can spend all the time in the world weighing my options, but I'm still gonna pick the safe option in the end.
それはある。お兄って服とか食とか冒険しないタイプだもんね。
Hey, I could be adventurous every now and then with food, but I want my clothes to last, so I'm always gonna play it safe in terms of fashion. It's not like there's even much to choose from for guys. We get our little section at of the store and that's it. The space they have set up next to the escalators really isn't all that big. Only 3 rows of swimsuits on display. I'm pretty sure any guy would make a quick selection. We don't even need to try stuff on either. Just buy a medium or large and it'll fit.
お兄がそれでいいなら。
Picking out swimsuits for you two is more important anyway. Well, have you already found something for yourself?
全然。指定じゃない水着なんて買うの小学生以来だし。それにしたってお母さんが選んでくれたんじゃなかったかな。どういう水着が流行ってるのかもよく知らない。水着もやっぱり流行り廃りがあるものなの？そりゃあるけど、あんまり気にしなくてもいいんじゃない？水着なんて着る機会そんなにあると思わないし。受けとか気にせず、ノアちゃんが気になったのを着てみれば？男あさりに行くわけでもなし。
Yeah, exactly. Because the only guy you'll be with is Riku. So you don't need to worry about getting picked. You don't have to worry about picking up other guys.
男あさり。ナンパか！
Not even close.
そんなハレンチなこと、ダメだぞダメ！ノアちゃん人形みたいに可愛いし、声くらいはかけられるかも。かぐやさんも織江さんもくるみ先輩も可愛いし、ひっきりなしに男が釣れそうな気がする。そんな時のためにお兄がいるわけだけど、お兄でも多少はナンパ対策になるでしょう。
I wouldn't be surprised if Kaguya's swimsuit was skimpier than the others. You know, it's for Riku eye candy. It's eye candy for Riku. What am I, bug repellent?
いいじゃん。そのおかげで可愛い妹の水着姿をタダで拝めるんだから。約束でしょ？えへ？えへ？
Amane, you say that like you haven't sent him 2 lingerie pictures, and probably even more if it was your route. Not sure being forced to see my sister in a bathing suit is good for me, but whatever.
おい、なんだその反応。嬉しそうにしろよ。
Getting to see Kaguya and Kohibari in bathing suits, though, now that's a good deal. Well, I'll do what I can. I doubt I'll be able to ward off the hardcore dude bro types, though.
一緒に遊ぼうぜみたいなのね。
Just, you know, assert dominance. I think the best way to get them off you is to act visibly disgusted.
それなら問題ない。ナンパなんて僕は嫌だと思ってるから。
Well, in Noah's case, if she acts disgusted with certain kinds of people, it'll only turn them on even more. And Oreo will probably flip out if Kaguya gets hit on. We'll be okay. This is your first trip to the beach, Noah. Just pick out a swimsuit you like. Maybe pick one with frills, because like that's the stereotypical, you know, lolly swimsuit.
わかった。
The The ladies' swimwear section has incomparably more on display than the men's. There's so much variety. And not just in terms of color and pattern. Some have frills, some have camisoles. Not that I'm analyzing them closely or anything. I'm just glancing around as Amane and Noah browse. I'm gooning to swimwear. Can you imagine if I was just staring at women's swimwear? And people would think I'm a freak. Yeah. Which is why I'm standing a few feet away from the section, arms crossed, waiting for the two of them to finish. At some point, Amane comes up to me.
お兄、何してんの？後方腕組み彼氏面おじさん。
I know it's weird, okay? But I just don't feel like this is a place where I belong. And I don't know what else I'm supposed to do with my arms.
お兄、そうやって周りを変に気にしすぎてるから余計に怪しいんだって。もっと堂々としてればいいのに、別に何も言われないんだから。変にキョロキョロおどおどしてる方が怪しい。あとキモい。
I hate that I can't say you're wrong.
男が一人でうろうろするより、誰かの連れだと思われた方がマシじゃない？
Well, yeah.
ってなわけで、お兄はノアちゃんのことをお願いね。
What are you gonna be doing?
私は自分の試着してくるから、しばらく対応できないし。
You think I'm gonna be able to help her?
大丈夫っしょ。
That's what you think.
特別なことをしろって言ってるわけじゃないってば。ノアちゃん、服を選ぶことに慣れてないからさ。前に来た時は私が全部選んだようなものだし。
Yeah, I guess.
だからそばにいて、ちょっとした感想とか言うだけでいいんだって。それだけで安心とかできるし。これで本当に大丈夫かみたいに思った時に、軽く背中を押すだけ。
I guess I can manage that.
じゃ、任せたからね。
I wander off in search of Noah. How's it going?
あ、僕の中では選び終えてるけど、あとはサイズというか、着心地次第だね。
Yeah? Is it because everything's too small? I mean, too big? The most important part. Especially for girls. Wouldn't want the top accidentally slipping off after all. Yeah. Besides, that'd be too stereotypical. So, what's the one you have your eyes on? You have your eye on?
こっちか、こっちの、どちらかを考えている。
They're both two-piece bathing suits. I'm no expert in swimwear, but one seems to be fairly simple, while the other is cute and frilly. Oh, those are nice. I think you'd look good in either.
そうか。変じゃない？
Not in my opinion.
今までこういうのを選んだことがないから、どれを選べば変にならないかよくわからなくて。
I'd say that all the swimsuits they have here are pretty standard, all brand new designs. Honestly, you'll probably be fine no matter what you pick, as long as it isn't too revealing. Both of those you showed me will work. It just comes down to size and comfortability, like you said.
そうだね。サイズどうだろう。
Why don't you try them on? If either fits or feels right, you can come back here and pick something different. If neither fits.
わかった。とりあえず試着してみるけど。
Hydrate. Okay. I don't have anything to hydrate with. So, oops. Thanks for the stretch.
リクも一緒に来てくれ。本当に変じゃないかどうか確認をしてほしい。
Thank God. I was hoping for a CG where we'd get to see them in a swimsuit in the changing room. Honestly, I'm not sure I have much of an eye for these things.
だとしても、僕が一人で選ぶよりも安心だ。
Well, okay then, if you insist. Several minutes have passed since Noah walked into the fitting room. I was able to hear the rustling of clothes when she first entered, but not anymore. The curtains are still closed, so I have no idea what's going on behind them. I need to do something. People are starting to stare. Everything okay in there, Noah?
うん。着ることはできたと思う。
I don't appreciate that she looks naked in that picture at the bottom left. I'm in the bottom right. That's not very specific. Did you run into a problem? Noah? I cock my head and then the curtains finally open a teensy tiny bit. Noah appears out from between them. She does have the swimsuit on. I think they call this design a double-layered swimsuit. She has one underneath the other. Everything looks great, except it doesn't quite fit you.
やはりそうか。こう、胸のあたりがスースーするから変だと思ってはいたんだが。
Probably, obviously. Well, yeah. The volume just isn't right, isn't there? I could tell it was the wrong size the moment I saw her. I can't get a good view from this position, but I could probably see her nipples. I could probably see her nipples if I was looking from a higher vantage point, bro. Oh wait, I can see them. I could totally see them. So, the fact that he said that poses a question, Dexter. CG or not? Or does the 18 plus version also tease? Also tease? Is there meant to be a CG here? Okay, never mind. I didn't even need to wait another I didn't even need to wait a single fucking second longer. It literally just zooms in onto the background onto the fucking background. It's so obvious it's meant to be a CG.
どうかしたのか、リク。
He's looking for the nipples. No. Why?
体を傾けてるから。何かおかしなところでもあったか？
Oh, no. Everything looks fine. Fuck. I didn't even do that intentionally. Men must have a natural instinct to seek out nipples like moths to light bulbs. I mean, true. I guess. I need to stop myself. I'm being so unstable about it, unsubtle about it, that she's bound to realize sooner or later. I have to behave with respect. Respect and prudence. Yeah, you should be looking respectfully at her nipples. So yeah, that one's definitely the wrong size. It's a little, well, it's not exactly what I'd call sexy. She doesn't have the physique for that. Still, there's something about it that's so alluring. Her beautiful white skin is on full display. I can almost feel how smooth it is. So many parts of her that I'd never normally be able to see are completely visible. Like her nipples. I can see the curves of her waist, her little belly button, and also those thighs.
なんだかハレンチな目をしているぞ。
It doesn't feel very obscene. The way he's looking at you is very obscene.
まさかとは思うけど、変なことを考えているわけじゃないだろうね。
Inappropriate? As in...
だって、あれだろ？若者は、試着室でいたしたりするんだろ？ダメだぞダメ！そんなハレンチなことを、天罰も下るし、何よりお店に迷惑だ！
Hush, don't say those things out loud. If anyone's being appropriate here, it's you. Not like I was staring at her nipples or anything just a second ago. It's Noah's the one who's being obscene right now. Fucking hypocrite.
この水着はハレンチなのか？
It's not the swimsuit's fault. It just doesn't fit.
なるほど。確かにこのままでは、いろいろ見えてしまいそうだな。
Ah, so she's aware of the fact that he could see them. Does she not realize that that's why he leaned in closer to get a better look? Then cover up, will you?
もしかして見たのか？僕の乳首。
Once again, keep your fucking voice down. No, I couldn't even see them. I could almost see them, but not quite.
見えそうではあったのか。
That means he could see the areola of them, but not the actual nipple. So it's fine.
本当に見てないんだろうな。
Yes, I promise. I saw nothing. I swear to God. And then he gets fucking smited because he's lying right to an angel's face.
そうか。ならいい。いや、よくはないんだが。
In any case, we're done with the swimsuit. You can't go to the beach wearing that.
わかってる。僕としてもこんなに落ち着かない格好は遠慮したいからね。
Dexter, you didn't need to fucking at me. I know you typed out that you posted in the fucking chat. Just wait. I'm gonna look at it after the fucking stream. So what now? You want to go ask a store employee if they have the same thing in a more appropriate size?
いや、いい。とりあえずもう一着を試してみるよ。
Okay. Are you gonna change? I want to hear your thoughts on it. It'll be the fucking... My thoughts on the CG are gonna be fucking... Are just gonna be the same response as any fucking CG where it's slightly etchy.
着替えたいけど、手が塞がっているんだ。今話したら、見えちゃうから。
Oh, alright. I need to shut the curtain for you. I wasn't even considerate enough to realize the obvious. Clearly, I'm not cut out for the service industry. In any case, what an experience. I wonder what he's flashing back to. He's just, he's flashing back to the clouds he saw just before, he's not flashing back to any CG. I mean, the swimsuit wasn't particularly sexy in and of itself. And her physique, if I'm being blunt, isn't developed enough to be categorized as sexy. You say that she isn't developed enough, but like, she's an angel, so I don't think she can. I don't think she can develop I don't think she can develop more than that. I mean, it is a double swimsuit, but it's not frilly. There's no frills. It's not cute enough. You can see the areola though, so. Yet, for some reason, I found myself mesmerized by her all the same. It might be because there was so much on display, and her skin is just that beautiful. Shit. Why am I getting this turned on over someone I live with? If I don't get my shit together, things are gonna get pretty awkward at home. Listen, she saw your dick first, so it's only appropriate that you see her tits next. That you see her tits. Yeah, an eye for an eye, a dick for a tit. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Never mind.
何の話?
Nope, nothing.
こっちの水着はどうだろう?
Is it a different CG? Oh, I like that. It's cute, and it looks great on you.
そうか。それならよかった。
The swimsuit is more on the childish side, but there's no mistaking that she looks good in it.
どうかした？ジロジロと。やっぱりどこか変なんだろうか。
No, nothing's wrong. You look great. This one's way better size-wise, too.
それは僕も思うよ。さっきまでのようなスースーする感じがない。
Yeah, and I can't even see your nipples like in the last one.
これなら仮に海で遊んだりしてもアニメや漫画みたいに上の部分が波にさらわれることはなさそうだ。
Are they not showing the CG? I don't know, they're being on the safe side. Even though she's gonna have a sprite with the swimsuit, so it won't change anything. It's not like the other one where they wouldn't have a sprite for it. I don't know. She still looks naked, that's the problem. In the fucking icon in the bottom left. Oh yeah, that's a whole trope. Never seen it happen in real life though.
あれはあくまでフィクションであって現実にはないことなの？
The problem is that they're not strapless swimsuits. So she should have the fucking straps around her shoulders. Strapless. I don't know if that's the right word. Well, I'd imagine it's something. It happens sometimes, just not very often. And then again, I don't go to beaches or pools, so what would I know? I don't think you'll have to worry about that happening in that swimsuit though.
そうだね。この水着には安心感がある。サイズも合っているし、これにしようかな。
And then Noah looks at the tag. It's fucking kid-sized. You don't want to try on any others?
構わない。いろいろ見るのも楽しいけど、やっぱり疲れる。
Oh, that's even frillier than I expected. Also, it does have the fucking straps. Like, also the she has the swimsuit has a plaid skirt. Interesting choice.
それに褒めてもらったから。だからこの水着にするよ。変じゃないんだよね。
I think it's true. I think it's cute. I mean, it's cuter than the sailor outfit. That's for sure. Relative. Never mind. The way she stares at me makes my heart skip a beat. She's so cute, so beautiful. More doll-like than human. Well, she's not human, so obviously. Now that I think about it, a more childish swimsuit really does suit her better. I honestly believe she looks adorable in it. This time, there's even something sexy about it. I can already picture all the guys trying to hit on her. Okay, cock. No, I meant it. You look really cute.
そっか。ありがとう。じゃあ、やっぱりこの水着にする。
Okay. Now you're ready to hit up the beach.
うん。実際に着る日が楽しみだ。
Noah changes back into her clothes, then takes the swimsuit over to the checkout counter. I was gonna make a joke about a recent Imagine Dragons song that features Addo in it. Because before this, I was fucking talking about Addo, and then I was literally listening to this song before stream. So very, very appropriate, I guess. I could tell how excited she is by the way she walks over there. She's really looking forward to this trip. And I sort of feel her excitement passing to me. I was pretty apathetic to begin with. thinking it would be too hot and too crowded. But I guess going to the beach might not be too bad. By now, I've begun to look forward to it myself.